Okay, payslips. Here's an example of a payslip. Person's name, address, ABN, Australian business number, pay periods, pay dates. Here's the amount they got, so the hours, total pay, taxable income, PAYG, which is pay as you go tax. We'll do that later on in this chapter. So tax is paid for you automatically. Your employer does it for you. Allowances, obviously your sick leave and your super fund. Okay, so that's the general idea of a payslip. Also YTD, year to date. Okay, overtime. People who work for wage can earn overtime when they work more than their standard hours. So two common types. So time and a half, which is 1.5 times the rate, and double time, which is 2 times the rate. Question 1. Angel worked 35 hours at $80 per hour, 4 hours at time and a half, and 3 hours at double time. Calculate her total earnings. So total pay equals 35 times 18. That's normal, but also 4 hours at time and a half. So 4 times 18, the rate, times 1.5, plus 3 hours at the rates, times by 2. Add those together and you have your answer. And that is $846. And just to make this clear, this is the time and a half and this is the double time. Question 2. Jackson is paid normal rates for the first 30 hours worked in any week, time and a half for the next 3 hours, and double time for any hours after that. What would he earn if he works 45 hours and his rate is $15.80? So amounts earned. So you have your normal, time and a half, and your double time. So normal is 38 times the rates plus 3 hours times the rate. So we have 3 hours times the rates times by 1.5. Now the double time, well, it's 45 hours in total, 38 plus 3, 41. So that means 4 hours at double time. So 4 times 1580 times by 2. And again, just to clarify, that's the time and a half, that's the double time. Add those all up. 797.9, but we'll call it 0.90 because obviously 90 cents in a dollar. Okay, question 3, this is a hard one. Last week, Anna worked her normal 38 hours, 4 hours at time and a half, and 5 hours at double time. She was paid $909.90 for the week. Find her hourly rate of pay. So we know the amount she got, but we don't know what the rate is. If we don't know something, let's call it X. So let the hourly rate be X. So we're going to have a normal rate plus time and a half rate plus double time to give us the final amount. So our whole statement needs to add to 909.90. Let's go. So 38 hours at normal rate plus 4 hours at time and a half. So 4 times 1.5 times X plus 5 times X times 2. So this is normal, this is time and a half, this is double time. And each time, that's the hourly rate. So this is pretty much an answer to the question. 38x plus 6x plus 10x equals 909.90. That's going to be 54x equals 909.90. 909.90 divided by 54 is 1685. That's the hourly rates. And you can check that. Sub back in 38 times this plus 6 times this plus 10 times this. You should get 909.90.